everyone, Diane here from Decoeasy, the channel of me and my mother-in-law Jenny. Thank you so much for stopping by because today we have a new video for you. Are you ready? Let's go! Ready for a new DIY today with Jenga blocks as our base. €3 at the Action, similar to store to Dollar Tree. That's what we're going to need. And we also have our wood glue. Today I want to make some Christmas lantern idea things for your inspiration, and yeah, let's go and start crafting. Now, first, let's unpack this thing. A little disclaimer before we start with the video: if you see the camera doing this a little bit, that is the fold. That's because of the neighbors are yeah, doing the laundry today, and when their laundry machine is you know, rotating really hard to dry the clothes, somehow you feel it in her home because the floor is made out of wood. So yeah, I can't predict when it's going to happen, but it might happen. I'm not saying it will happen, but at least I can feel it in the table or in my chair. So yeah, you probably notice some shaky yeah, some shaky image right away when that happens. Okay, let's open up. This package never will open up clearly. This is the base. One sneaky block here that has letters upon it. My advice: use that on the bottom section of your DIY, so keep it apart, because when you're going to paint it, you still see the letters coming through. That's not what we want, even if you do multiple layers of paint. Now here comes the most wonderful sound in the world, if it will let go. That is just wonderful. Okay, always make my trash bin out of this box. This is the sneaky one we want to keep. And we're going to sort everything on that side. Okay, now let's measure. I want 2 lanterns. They need to be square. How much do we need to make a square block? Try to work in the corners like that, so not like this, because then it won't be a rectangular shape. I think I'm doing 2 blocks on each side. Am I doing it right? I think I'll do, yeah. Right? Am I not doing it right? Yeah, I'm doing it right. Okay. So this will be the base section. Let's see how many blocks will fit into the bottom section. 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. And this will be a tricky one, because this ain't going to fit. Then we need something else. Maybe I'm going to change the shape. Then it won't be a complete rectangular shape. If you're crafty enough to saw small parts, I suggest do that if you want to. But I know my sawing skills, they aren't that perfect, so I'm not going to try that today. Let's take them all out. Do the base again. It's just a big puzzle. Okay, do it like this. And now, don't do the corner like that, but do it like this. Oh, this is also actually a pretty cool shape. Now let's see how much we need now. I think still 5. Oh, what is going on? Yeah, okay. So this will be our bottoms of our lanterns. Yeah, of course we need to glue everything together. What I'm going to do first is glue this together. So make sections with glue up here. Already want to do these ones as well. Then I'll let it dry for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to press everything together, putting glue here, here, and then I'll do that twice because I want to make 2 lanterns. And then this is our base section, which we need. Oh yeah, and if necessary, I suggest using an extra crafting mat. So if you want, you can switch over in there while you're waiting for your item to dry. By the way, the washing machine from the neighbors is now doing its thing. So yeah, I don't know if you see a wobbly image or not. I try to do my best to keep things steady. but you might experience some shaky images. The base parts are drying right now, and these are the parts for, you know, the sides. If you have the base, then the parts of the lantern that come up. I'll put this thing a little bit more upwards. Sorry, you can't see probably what I'm doing. Yeah, this is better. So here we have Mr. Woodglue again. I have a really good relationship with Mr. Woodglue. Just glue the parts, let them dry for quite a few minutes, and then ooh, this one we don't want to use. At least not now. That should have been used in the bottom section. I have a small lantern and a big lantern. So I'll stack 3 for the small one and 4 for the big one. I think that's a nice height. And each lantern needs 4 pillars. So it will make 8 of these things in total. There's some more. Ah, well, the rest isn't that exciting. Just pushing it together, let it dry. Bottom sections are dry. Now I want to put those pillars on the sides like that. Here and here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. Oh, there is an annoying fly up here. I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the bottoms of those pillars. Here, just a tiny little bit. Let that dry well before you start gluing away. Just like so. Do that also on the large ones. Then let it dry for a couple of minutes, and then you can start gluing away. I would advise you to put a heavy object, if you're gluing it like that, to put a heavy object here that presses the whole thing together, because then, you know, the joints are much more secure. These are the long ones. This is a 4 block long thing, and the other ones are 3. So yeah, we'll get them there. Hey everyone, it's a new day and the base parts are all dry and secure. In the meantime, I also put 8 blocks together actually, so you get 4 of these double pieces. Oh, let me tilt the camera a little bit for you. And what we're going to do next is, I think, turn this one upside down so we can easily glue those blocks in between like that. So make sure you outline them with the corners, and do that on the other side as well. Here there might get some tension upon the wood. That's not a bad thing because the wood glue can handle that. And yeah, then we let that dry as well. So I'm going to repeat that for the 2 lanterns. You see the complete setup of the small lantern. Time to add some color. And therefore I'll be using the bee wax and the brush. I always use the same brushes, big and small, for bee waxing. Yeah, now this looks pretty hard, but once it gets soaked into the wax, that will change. I think I'll start with the bottom section today. Now look how beautiful, at least I find it beautiful, it's going to look when you apply bee wax. I love that warm color. The warm color it gives to the wood. And yeah, I'm going to do everything with that wax and then let the whole thing dry for at least a couple of hours. If you're able to put this outside while it's drying and you're using beeswax, I suggest do that because this stuff smells pretty, yeah, strong is the right word. This is the look, what you get when you apply the wax. Here they are, all beeswax and everything. Now I want to make it look more like a lantern, and therefore I have these skewers here. These are pretty big. Who doesn't have them at home? And we're going to make, you know, there's some sort of kind of window thing. And yeah, therefore I want to glue skewers like that, and then crossways. For the side parts, I have to take a look. Yeah, I think then I have to cut a piece off because you're going to put it in the corner like that. Here you see a small tip. So use a little, you know, tool for that to cut those things off. I think it's the easiest way to use hot glue gun because this thing has to be, you know, dry. The glue has to be dry immediately so the item is set. And yeah, that's why I'm not using wood glue, but hot glue. First, I'm going to pour some glue on the back side. I'm going to place it in the corner. And then hold it for a few seconds so the glue underneath here dries. Then this is what you get. You can also, just to make the whole thing a little bit more secure, lift the tip of the skewer and push it back in while you're adding some glue to the corner. Might blow to let it dry quickly, and then this is part number 1. Can you see properly? Like that. I'm going to do the same thing, but then crossways for the other side. And the good thing about these things is that they're quite, you know, as you can see, flexible. So it won't be a problem, I guess, if we're putting, no, you see, that goes well. I would say if we're putting one over another. I think I first start with the top right now. I think that's the easiest way to do so. Quickly place it in. Wait until the glue is dry. So don't let go of the tip yet. And then we can glue the bottom part. There we are. So there is a little bit of tension on the wood, but it isn't a bad thing, since these things are pretty flexible. There goes the bottom section. Blow a little bit to let it dry more quickly. Of course, we're going to beeswax them afterwards because we want to have the same color, so it looks like one big thing. And there it is. This is the other side. I'm going to repeat those steps for the other ones and for the big lantern as well. I don't know for the big lantern if they are long enough. If not, I will try, if it's possible, to glue them together like that. But I don't know for sure if this will work because these surfaces are really small to put some glue on. So yeah, then I might use something different, or what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, just left the top open, so at least we have some connection to the bottom part of the lantern and then to that section as well. Just use this tool to cut off some parts of the skewers. Here they have the side parts. Now I'm going to do the small side parts. So first, drop some glue on the top section of the skewer. Then place that tip in the corner before the glue dries. I think this is it. Hold. Now you can let go. And repeat the same step on the other side. Don't forget to glue the bottom part as well. So, actually, you just need to repeat the same steps again. And then you get a nice lantern feeling. And then we're almost there. There goes the last part of glue. Like so. Turn this off.
remove some of the spider webs because I have that a lot right now. That most happens to me actually when the glue is pretty hot and I left the glue gun on for quite a time. There, the lantern. Now let's grab some beeswax. This is some rubbish. And I also have my bag of beeswax brushes, and I grabbed the smallest one, which is this tiny pencil. Beeswax. Turn it over to that side, it's easier for me. I also like to dab the brush into the lid to see if I'm not having too much wax. And then I'm carefully going to wax those small skewers so it gets into the same color. It might not be the complete same color as the Jenga blocks are because the wood is different, but at least I'd like to give it that feeling of the beeswax distressing. Don't press too hard because you might ruin your creation. There we go. Everything is beeswax. The skewers are beeswax too. Now it's time to start decorating, and therefore I have these green branches. I also have some red berries. So really get into the Christmas theme actually. Let's go. I think I'm going to put them up here just with the hot glue gun, and then I'm going to stack them, here and there to see what looks nice. Standing up with this always works the best for me. So just put some hot glue up on the branch. Well, let's say I always start with the biggest ones. Put them down here. Maybe if it's still possible, a little bit more forward so we keep this angle free. Because I think I want to decorate with something more than just this and the berries. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab everything a little bit here and there. This can also be a thing, or maybe a little bit more like that. So you also get the side a little bit more filled up with green. It's up to you. Here it is, the decoration. I think it almost, the Christmas look is done. But the only thing I wanted to do is add some ribbon. So here I have a really nice Christmas ribbon that I got for €2.35. And I don't know how long is this thing. Oh, that's not on the package. Anyway, I cut out, let me put this a little bit back. I cut out this part, made fishtails on both sides. And what I want to do is find the center, then tuck it. And then I want to glue like this. So not a traditional ribbon, but just a festive touch. I'm going to glue this down with the hot glue gun, and I think then we're ready. Here are the candles with lanterns, or actually the lanterns with the candles. I will show you the details of the ribbon and the branches also from the top. This is one way how you can decorate, but you can also put a razor underneath. So you get a more luxury, look actually from those two things here. Let me show you the next variation in the next shot so you can pick your favorite yourself. And don't forget to let us know in the comment section which one you prefer, with or without the razor. And here is the version with the razor. It is actually a candle holder, but as you can see, it works perfectly well for your lantern too. Just add some glue, and then this is the result that you get. Let us know what you think.
That was today's DIY. We hope you had a fun time with us today. Let us know in the comment section what you think of today's video, and we wish you all the best for today. Take care. Bye everyone.